We're here with Dave Bradham down at the Connecticut Draft Horse Rescue with Stacy Golub. Dave is her barn manager. He lives with her and helps her take care of all these wonderful horses. These two horses Dave recently adopted from somebody in upstate New York. They're beautiful little Clyde Welsh pony crosses, right?
Right.
With a lot of experience, and they needed a home, and he was able to take them. And he also has Guinness here, who's, how old is Guinness?
Guinness is 16.
16-year-old Pershard. Awesome, handsome boy. So, Dave originally was going to be adopting our Billy and Bob, but you can see his hands became quite full with taking care of the barn here. So we've decided to have him consult us how to train the boys, and we'll keep the boys with us. So it still stays all in the family, so to speak. So Dave, hi.
Hello, how are you?
Good. How many years have you been working with horses?
Horses or draft horses?
Draft. Let's say draft.
About 25.
25 years. So you do just about all of it, haven't you? Like show, farm, logged.
Not very happy with showing too much. Farm work, very interesting.
The logging?
Well, log is part of farm work.
Yep. So, would you say drafts are your favorite in the horse world?
Yes.
Really? Yeah. And I know that you have a really big interest in working with veterans with PTSD disorder and also people that are struggling.
Yes, I am a certified driving instructor through PATH, which used to be NARA.
Okay. NARA's well known, yeah.
Yeah, I started with the veterans program. I've been involved with 3 of them. So working
Great.
on the 4th one for here.
Yeah, we're looking forward to creating something with you up in Mass too around that. We have quite a few veterans that are on our farm, or we know in some way that would love to have some opportunity to learn with the drafts. I can see how it would be a really good thing for them. So one of the things I love about your work, and you've worked with us in the past, and you work with Justin, and you've helped Justin in his teaching. I love your approach in working with the horses. I love how, it is natural horsemanship, and, it sounds so cliche these days, but really, you really do have a really wonderful respect for the horses. And can you talk a little bit about your approach and why you feel it's important to consider the horse in the work that you're doing? Which should be obvious, but
A lot of it has to do with respect. Respect the horse for what they are. Listen to what they have to say. Respond with respect back to them. So it's an equalization of both. My goal for myself is to get the horse to be back in a way that they understand what I'm asking.
wow.
No more than
20 minutes, and I've seen you do this with one of our most unapproachable horses. You did it, I think, in 10 minutes. It maybe even that long. In the joining up, which means that they're willing to follow you, I heard you say that you won't allow someone to drive unless they can get their horse to follow them.
Well, that's one of the first stages when I'm teaching somebody. They have to have that horse listen to them when they're on the ground. They're not listening on the ground, they're not listening when they're behind the reins.
Yeah, that makes so much sense. I mean, so many, myself included, think that, they can just handle whatever happens. But driving is a real serious extreme sport. An extreme activity.
It can be, and all it takes is a horse not to want to be there doing it with you, and then you have your hands full.
Yeah, exactly. So, is there anything you'd like to say, how's this work going? Like this rescue work, how does this feel for you?
Well, this is my outlet. Several different farms. With the rescue, there's a purpose for me being here. Finding out, I'm learning learning what it is.
You just felt called to be here, and you showed up to be
Yeah.
here, and you're discovering. You know, being on the front lines of this work is different than observing it or coming across it. And how does that feel when you go to the auctions and you see these wonderful horses being given up on or at risk for being bought by the kill buyers?
I can switch off my emotional part and see past that and see the value of the horse. To me, you're finding out what there's still something that we're
Yeah. And that's what I mean. It must be hard for you to go there and see something.
yeah, you can't take it. It's such a small barn, and it sounds big. You can't keep everyone that you would like to.
Right.
It's being able to rehome them to a proper home.
Yeah. It is hard to know that we can't help them all. You know, little by little, obviously working together and supporting each other is a good way to get a lot more done. And hopefully we live in a world one day where we're not dealing with these kinds of madness.
It would be nice if we didn't have to.
Yeah, and I think with more education in the general public, we can bring about a big change there in terms of how people look at horses in general. So, especially our work horses who have contributed
Right.
so much.
It's like people never asking them to never build another thing ever.
That's exactly right. We fix that too. These horses, we know they're horses that love their job. It's wrong to not let them have what they love to do. I mean, it's really wrong. And then there are those horses that would really prefer never to do anything like that. So they have other purposes.
They have other purposes.
Yeah. Well, we're really grateful to have you among us, and I'm sure Stacy's so grateful to have you here with her. It's just a perfect match. I'm really glad, that we got to come and see the farm, and you guys are in this with us, and it's just really, really wonderful thing. So again, Connecticut Draft Horse Rescue needs support, like all of us. They need support. Stacy and I have worked out a really wonderful new program for people to help all of us. So we'll be unfolding that in the next few days for you all to get a way for you to help us without giving any money at all. So that'll be exciting to educate everybody about, and it has to do with green energy. So that's one thing, and then again, just please don't forget that the people here in the front lines don't have anything for themselves. They don't really think about themselves. They're just trying to get this work done for all of our sakes. So please remember them and support them and help them get the things they need so they can continue to be here doing this. Okay, thank you, Dave.
Thank you.
I'm gonna give him a hug.
I'm going to give him a hug.
That's what